was like turned backwards. Hello, little nomad. Sundress, thanks for being second. Well, I guess first is still up for grabs, technically. Hello, Port. Hello, welcome. I had a pretty good day. I think so. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Let's start with that. Yeah, I had a pretty good day. Nothing too crazy. Hello, Cody. Hi. Oh yeah, thank you for the hydrate. How are we with the these headphones are absolutely shot. I need to order new ones. But yeah, as I was saying, how's the background sound? I feel like I don't like it. I think we should let's just do old reliable rain. Don't mind one way or the other. I feel like we should do just maybe lower it a bit. Yeah, good old reliable rain sounds. Yeah, I think that's better than the wind. I wanna try it. If we wanted to try like new things. Also, I know I'm wearing the maid outfit. It's not because I'm doing maid roleplay. I just like to wear it. That's a thing. Newer viewers should know. I just kind of like to wear it for the aesthetic. Second is Russ. Hope you had a great day. My day was good. How was your day? You be careful wearing that. You might catch some more strays from Rika. That was really fucked up. That was really fucked up what she said. How she said that you have to be a weird person to enjoy wearing a maid outfit. I did not hydrate. Like this one won't move around as much. Alright, so way too long, got no sleep, but good as always. Well, if it's sleep that you need, you've come to the right place. I can assure that. I don't know, I feel like I kind of missed out on Halloween this year. I should have gotten some sort of Halloween costume for my model. I just didn't know what to do. honestly, there is one outfit that I want to do. It's called Coello. It's just like a cow outfit. Coello. I think it's mostly for the pun. I think that's pretty goated. Hello, Riley. I think that's pretty goated. Cow. Get it? Coello. Cow dragon bunny. Yeah. I'm not really a dragon bunny at the moment. I'm just a bunny. Just a regular bunny. I'm just a girl. Yeah. I'd say a bunny girl is probably like, when it comes to animals themed VTuber, it's definitely up there as the most common. Like, number one would be fox slash cat. Fox, cat, wolf. Yeah. That's not really the ear twitching, it's connected to my eyes. And sometimes I don't really look at the camera proper. We can do this too. Might not talk much for the moment. We'll soon find here. That's fine. I like, if I'm not like super talkative and like more, yes, hi, hello. Hi, thanks for becoming a pet rabbit. I might be more, what's it called? Trigger focused today. Trying to be. I wanna try to give the streams on the trigger end of things a bit more structure. Yeah. Trying to find a good balance. Yeah. I know you guys do enjoy my voice and you're content to just hear me like talk your ear off about this and that, but you know, trying to strike a balance. 1 second. I have a pumpkin? No, I don't. I really should have done more. That's crazy. Are you guys... I got into Yappa's ASMR kind of middle up. Other times I keep jumping in the conversation. I mean, you're welcome to. I like to talk to you guys. It's nice. It makes me feel like I'm being listened to when you talk back. Yeah. Maybe I should brand myself more as a Yapasmr. Yapasmr? Yeah, that's what I am. That's what I am. strike a balance. So yes. Oh, a trigger that I want to try out at some point is like rock candy, like the popping candy. I wanna give that a try. I'm very curious about if anyone would like that. I wanna try different types of things. Yeah. Um, you think that'd be neat? Yeah, I wanna give it a shot. Probably. Yeah. Your voice is very soothing. You think so? I'm really glad you guys think that. Is there's so many. You know, as you know, I watch a lot of VTubers. Hang on. Let me turn on my light so my tracking can do the tracking. There we go. Yeah, I know. It makes me happy. 'Cause you know, I watch and listen to so many VTubers, and I'm like, wow, she has such a nice voice, or she sounds like so cute, or she sounds so pretty, or whatever whatever vibe they're going for, you know. Very mellow and silky. You think so? Yeah. I'm not sure if I have like a nice smooth voice. Might describe it that way. I see. Yeah. Yeah. What am I up to lately? I'm trying to think of what I wanna talk your ear about today. Take ear off about today. I don't think I really have anything. There's nothing. There are like a few things that I wanna work on. um, I've been wanting to start writing again. We'll see, cause I do write scripts, but I want to start writing stories and stuff again. What I want to write? I want to write a novel or a visual novel or something like that. I want to write stories. Yes. Before I really was interested in becoming a content creator in any capacity, I wanted to be an author. I think I still sort of do. Um, I think if I was ever able to, it's probably a passion you would never lose. So yeah, I probably still do. Yeah, I think so. There's a lot. I have a lot of ideas for stories I want to write. I want to. I'm thinking of ways to incorporate them into my ASMR videos because I want to expand the scope of what I do. Because yeah. Stop talking story time. I think I did. Hang on, is my phone on silent? I don't have any phone, any notifications. I'll have one listener, that's for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I want to. I think it'd be like a way to, I guess, practice writing stories and stuff, and kind of gauge what people think about them, without like without like trying to take the the daunting task of writing a full novel right off the bat. Writing a novel is definitely something that I've attempted to do many times in my life. It's not easy. It is not an easy task. So like whether or not, if someone writes a novel, whether or not they get it published or not, the fact that they're able to write a full manuscript is very impressive. And something about authors. You might, when you hear like an author's like debut novel, that is likely not the first novel that they ever wrote. That was just the first novel that was published. It's more likely that they've written like a couple of novels before that were either scrapped or maybe not picked up before they got their debut novel out. So when I learned that, I felt a bit better, because then I was like, okay, so it's not like their first try. And when you think about that, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, especially since like there are people who have like other jobs outside of being a writer, or they pursued like a different career first, and then after some time they're like, I've always wanted to write a book, and then they're able to actually write a book. So never expect you to do something amazing off the rip. I mean, it can happen. Chances you're going to have to go through some things. Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of boring to just kind of be able to do it perfectly the first try. It's probably been a struggle from Rose at first until you get a couple of books published and sold well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's not easy, but it's something I want to do. It's definitely, yeah, writing because light novels are more like anime content, right? And VTubers, pretty, pretty anime. I mean, You don't have to have an anime aesthetic or be into anime necessarily to be a VTuber. But it's pretty heavily like anime dominated. Um, you know, but like yeah, one of the things that initially there are many things that drew me to being a VTuber, but uh, you know, I like uh, one of the many things is like VTubers are cute anime stuff, and I like cute anime stuff. So, but in theory, you could be like a VTuber with a different art style. That's totally fine. There's no, contrary to what some people who are not even VTubers at all might like to say, there are no rules to being a VTuber. All you need is a virtual avatar and just make content. That's it. Just no rules. I guess if there are any rules, it would be the basic rules of the internet. You know, don't be weird. You know, I'd say that. Money is good and all. It's cool to have reached a lot of people and have so many people enjoy your work. Yeah, definitely. I remember way back when I was the wee small bunny, a wee baby bun. Hello, cowboy, hi. Um, Back when I was what a wee baby bun. Um, Writing fan fiction about my favorite anime and shows and books and stuff. I remember it making me so happy. I don't think I've ever gotten more than like a few hundred people ever reading my work, but anytime people said anything nice about my work, said that they liked reading it, or said that they're looking forward to a new chapter, uh, it always made me really happy. It's nice when you work hard on something and people appreciate it, even if, you know, looking back, those writings are not very good, but it is, you know, it was the best a middle to high schooler could do. The best kind of writing you can expect from someone from that age bracket. My favorite VTuber, number one, my favorite, my Oshi is Nimi Nightmare. If you know that VTuber. Oh, hi Nero. Yeah, she was formerly a Hololive VTuber, and I've been following her since way before she was in Hololive. And she was the reason why she was like one of the people that inspired me to become an ASMR artist. Yeah, I watch her streams every day. Yeah, back when she was Lemon Leaf ASMR, yeah. She still posts ASMR under that channel. Yeah, let me give Nero a shout out. She has shouted me out quite a few times on her channel. Yes, this is a new mic, yeah. If I talk here, you can hear me in this ear. And ah, now I'm in the other ear. give you a chill down your back? Yes, hi, hello. Bubbles the Wolf, thanks for becoming a back rabbit. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Did I fluster you? um, yes, all flustered. That's nice. Oh, I just... I was gonna set the...
Yippee.
Oh! Thanks for the bits. Did you want to pick a trigger from the list? And lurking and cozy, I wanted to follow before I fell asleep. Thank you. Welcome. I was gonna... what's it called? Set a timer whenever I want. Okay. Because I was gonna set a... I probably have been yapping for 10 minutes, because...
Yippee.
Okay. Hey, oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yippee.
Well, we're halfway there to the lobotomy ASMR.
Yippee.
Jesus Christ, Nero. Nero, you really don't have to do that. If you spoil me, I'm gonna spoil you back. There you go. I think he wasn't showing. Alright, let me count how many I just had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. We can just do ear cleaning, I guess. It's a pretty Nipa. My heart wasn't in that one. I'm sorry. Also, I was about to write current trigger. Nipa. Here, brushing. And then I have a redeem. Coello roleplays as depressed Rika for like an hour. That sounds like a good ASMR roleplay, right? Pove. Rika's depressed again, and you have to what's it called? You have to talk her, you have to cheer her up. That would be like a reverse comfort ASMR. Isn't that an interesting concept? Reverse comfort. So it's like now you get to be the one comforting. I think that's pretty fun. I can't type. I can't spell. Well, now I've been hanging out with Teddy too much, and I've lost the ability to read. Yappin'. Do you guys know that Teddy can't read? Don't tell him I said that, right? Teddy has the shits. I know. I know. I've barely just spoken to him all day. I guess I'm like right in front of this ear. So I guess I'll start with this ear first. Um, but yes. Yeah, Teddy indeed has the shits. He has food poisoning. Thank you for the head pat. Wait, I don't have mix it up on. What button is the head pad? I forgot. No, I don't have the fish. Okay, hang on. I always forget. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, there it is. There's the fish. There. Yeah, you can fish now. Yeah, Teddy has the shits. He got food poisoning from McDonald's. Also, hello, Jay. Welcome. Okay. You know, most people say that their ears are clean if asked, but like, let's be real, your ears are gross. I know some of you aren't cleaning your ears. Imagine forgetting how to head pat. That would be crazy. Okay, hang on. Let me turn on mix it up again. Okay, so I can actually head pat. Okay, it's on. It should work now. There it is. People don't do it enough when things back up quite exactly. Maybe Teddy has a lot of earwax in his ears. Maybe that's why he doesn't listen to me. Maybe I should clean his ears for him. Exactly. Exactly. That's why he never listens to me. And that's why he's like... Yeah. And anytime I say, Teddy, don't eat that. That's gonna make you sick. He's like, no, I'm gonna eat it anyway. And he eats it anyway and he gets sick. Yeah. Oh, holy shit, I can't believe we're actually halfway to like the look. I can't believe I'm actually gonna have to write a script and be like dead ass about like lobotomy ASMR. I can't believe I have to do that. I have to be dead ass. I have to be like I have to be like I want you guys to know that like I'm not gonna treat it like a joke. I'm gonna be completely serious when I record it. Like I'm playing it straight, okay? Why did the duck go to the bank? Yeah. To get his bill. That's crazy. just a girl. Who am I? Who am I to deny? Who am I? Yeah, you know, voice is so sweet. Really? I feel like it could be better. I don't know. There's no point in me like critiquing my voice because you guys are always gonna be like, I like it. Coello. Coello's voice exists. The pack rabbits, yes, I agree. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I don't understand it, but I'm not mad at it. I've come to accept it. I've come to accept it. I don't know. Acceptance is key. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna like my voice, but I think like accepting that this is what I sound like and that is, I don't know, just being neutral about it is probably the best way to go. I don't know if I'll ever like it. Then again, I feel like most people don't really like the sounds of their own voice unless they're like some kind of narcissist. My voice is okay. It's fine. Anytime I hear my voice, I'm just like, oh gosh, how I sound. Exactly. Like, literally, I sit anytime I have to, like, I rewatch a clip to edit it, or I'm, like, editing audio for, a new video, I sit there, and I'm like, why do I sound like that? Why am I just walking around sounding like that, and why does nobody have an issue with that? And I just sit here, I was like, shut up, and then like sometimes I like cringe at like the things I say, not the things I say on live streams, the things I say in my real play audios, which is like, you know, the scripts that I wrote myself. So I feel like that's a skill issue on my part. I feel like if I don't want to cringe, I think I should just write less cringy shit. I don't know how to do that yet. Yeah. So I sit there, I'm like, why did I write that? Why did I say that? But it's too late. It has been several months since I have posted a video, so let's just power through and get this done. That's another thing. I need to start posting more. This is like probably like the thousandth time I've said that, and I almost want to stop making promises about posting more, because I can't keep them, and that makes me a liar. And I don't very much like being a liar, so I think in the most respectful way possible, your voice is like listening to a choir of nuns singing Georgian chants. You are gassing me up quite a lot, cowboy, and I appreciate that. compliment me too much, it might go to my head. I won't know what to do with myself. Oh, a raid. Hey, it's Spanish. Hi, welcome. Welcome, raiders. Give you a little shout out. Hello. I don't know why, I feel very awkward today. Hi, welcome. I'm Coello, VTuber, ASM artist. Yapsum artist? Was that what Cody said? Yapsum artist? Yes, I do. I play.
Yes, hi, hello.
Thank you for becoming a pack graphic. I play games, I do ASMR, and I talk about stuff and things. Are they important? Doesn't matter, but you know, I like to talk. Alright, we're gonna switch gears. Hi, welcome. There we go. Yes, hi, welcome. Hi, welcome. If you need to raid and run, I understand. If you're looking for a place to fall asleep too, I'm here for that. And if you just want to talk, that's also valid. Mind if I lurk and pass out? That is completely.
Yes, hi, hello.
That is completely valid. Excite. You can do that. Sweet dreams. Yeah, sweet dreams. So, yes, and aftercare, but have a great rest of your stream. Have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for the raid. Good night. What was I talking about? Yes. More videos. I need to post more. I don't post. I keep saying that I need to post more. I keep promising that I'm going to post more, and then that doesn't happen, and that makes me a liar. That makes me a liar. And I don't very much. I don't really like the idea of being a liar, you know? Yeah, I don't like being a liar. That's kind of, that's kind of not ideal. So I'm probably not going to make any more promises regarding, like, oh, absolutely, like, starting now I'm gonna be posting more, because I'm not entirely sure that that's going to happen. What I can assure you all of is that I am aware that the lack of uploads is an issue. I'm aware. And I want to fix it. Is an issue that can be fixed, and it's an issue that I want to fix. That is all I can say at this time. But I do. I do want to fix that. I think I want to really take time when if it's a roleplay audio. I want to really take my time with it because I really want to practice my voice acting, and I want to not necessarily nail the voice one-to-one. That's not something I'll be able to do. I mean, voice impressions are a thing, and that is a skill that people are capable of. I don't necessarily think my voice is versatile for things like that. However, when it comes to tone and emotion and personality and playing around with my voice more and seeing what I can really do with it, that's something that I want to do. That's something I want to do. So the roleplay audios will. I don't want to say they'll be few and far between. They'll just take a bit longer to collect, fire set, pose, stealth, collating, marshal, my earbuds. Good night, cowboy. So, where was I? Yeah, I want to the roleplay audios. Not necessarily that they'll take a back seat, but they'll be more. I'll take my time. Those will be, I won't say like rare, but I'll decide on a roleplay I want to do, and I will write a script, and I will practice the voice for that character, and practice it for like a good couple weeks, and then once I feel like I've gotten the hang of it, I'll make the audio. And in the meantime, I'll post like different types of audios. Maybe just audios of me playing with the mic, or doing different kinds of things, different types of triggers. Maybe some scripted, some not scripted, or maybe lightly scripted is more so the word. Maybe I think So the once I hope I can get to a point where I post at least one. Ideally, I'd love to like peak productivity, like 3 audios a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But ideally, like bare minimum, consistently once a week. I think that's a good way to start. Um, I think I was too hard on myself, and I would tell myself, you're such an ease now, by the way. Peak. I would tell myself that we are going to post 3 audios a week, and if we are unable to do that, then you're a failure. I'm starting to realize that maybe that's not a healthy mindset to have. So, instead, what we're going to do is how you say, what we're going to do is, what's it called? We're gonna strive to have 1 video done a week. We can try for 3. If we can do 3, great. If we can't do 3, that's okay. We just focus on getting 1. Once a week is like pretty the standard upload for a YouTuber, and typically when it takes longer than 1 week for a video to go out, that's usually because the production value of said video is like, through the roof, or it's, they make videos that require a lot of research and stuff. My videos aren't really like that. So let's just, I'm leaving on Friday. I want to have a video scheduled for Friday, like Friday night. And I lost my train of thought, sorry. I want to have a video scheduled for Friday. Yes. And I want it to, I want that to be the start of uploading once a week. And then, of course, I want to get a Patreon going. I do. Whenever my channel gets monetized, I want to launch the Patreon, and I want to launch the Patreon and channel memberships alongside them. I feel like, how do I say this? We're pretty close to, we're pretty close to getting monetization. So all we really need to do is lock in for November and December, and we can hit it by the end of the year. A couple videos, a couple streams, and we should be able to hit a YouTube partner. Realistically, I could have hit it years ago. I it to lock in. Which is kind of hard sometimes, but you gotta do it. I know like hustle culture and stuff is not the best thing, but sometimes you just have to rise and grind, you know? I've been trying to write in paint, I never get around to it, yes. I understand that, but in my case, I need to suck it up. Um, in my case, I need to suck it up if I want my channel to like properly grow and get somewhere. I know a lot of ASMRs, VTubers tend to really only do live streams, but I want to make videos too. I feel like that's something. I think long term uploading consistently on YouTube is very good for one's growth. Oh shoot. Timer. I forgot to mute that. That was very loud. Apologies. Then I would. It was a jump scare. It was a jump scare. It's Halloween. Or almost Halloween. Yeah, the other day, a person that was in a group chat that I'm in said something about how they like raw bread. And I was like, actually, bread is not raw. Bread is baked, so it is cooked. You mean untoasted bread? It's like, actually, I like bread too. Bread is really good. It's one of my. Yeah, some breads are just good on their own, you know. You don't need to put anything in it. It just tastes it just tastes good without anything on it. Especially like really fresh bread that's still a little bit it's still warm. It's very, very soft. That's good. Good stuff. Just break bread with a little butter, yeah. Very intentional jump scare by Coello, master of jump scares and pranks. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, speaking of bread, I want to do like a hand cam, like, cooking stream. But I'm not sure if that's possible without. That feels like a potential fire hazard. You know, that feels like a potential fire hazard. Like, think about it. Like, really, like. Cause it's like, how do I say this? like I could get like a small stove for my gas, and we could like cook something simple, but like I just doesn't see, it doesn't fit. I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe like having a laptop that's capable of streaming or something, and then having a setup in the kitchen would be more ideal. You know, people talk about like immersion breaking and stuff, but I don't know. With how badly some people are with separating fiction from reality, maybe having little tiny reminders of reality every once in a while isn't a bad thing. Has anyone, you know, I don't know why no one's really thought of that ever, you know? Obviously, if you don't like it, you don't like it, but to say that across the board that it's a bad thing and that nobody should do it and that everybody should always care about immersion 1,000% is ludicrous, especially considering that most VTubers don't. Especially considering that, like, isn't technically your immersion broken when when the VTuber in question doesn't act according to their lore all the time? Wouldn't that technically be an immersion break? But we forgive someone not acting exactly the way their lore dictates, like a week after their debut, because that's fucking exhausting. So, is a hand cam stream that cardinal of a sin? You would have to, exactly. So like your immersion is broken. If the VTuber who's supposedly like a mermaid princess that lives underwater talks about how she drove to the grocery store this morning to buy yogurt, and there was a weird guy at the grocery store. Isn't that a little? Wouldn't that be considered an immersion break? But nobody gets mad at that. Nobody says my immersion at that. But hands, God forbid. Hands, God forbid. A body stream, dear God, absolutely not. My immersion is broken. My immersion is broken. Oh no. Shut up. It's been broken. I follow a VTuber with 8 characters who constructed lore and force mannerisms. She also breaks characters. Like, come on. I do that in body cams. My immersion. Oh no. Half the Hololive girls being gods and shit, but they just stream playing video games instead of doing their jobs. They're literally life or death in their lore. Exactly. According to their lore, some of them probably shouldn't even know what a video game is. But not only do they know what they are, but they're also quite good at it. Insane. Can we be for real? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't understand the immersion debate. It literally makes no sense. If you're not interested in hand cam streams or body cam streams, that's alright. If you lose interest in a VTuber if they post a face reveal, that's also fine. You're well within your right. You're well within your right to do so. But don't be fucking rude. Nobody is holding them at gunpoint to click the strings are literally labeled handcam and body cam. Yeah, that too. Probably used the corporate VTubers. Yeah. Also, them wearing gloves still, like, sometimes they wear gloves, but like that's not for what, like your immersion is still shut up. Shut up about your immersion. I don't. You just want something to complain about. I swear to God. This 2D anime girl is actually a real living person. Oh my gosh, my immersion. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but anime people are not real. Your favorite anime character is voiced by a Japanese woman in her 30s. Your waifu is voiced by a Japanese woman in her 30s. Sorry to break it to you. She's not real. I misspelled cupping really badly there. Why didn't no one tell me when I spelled it so bad? Say, so you're a rabbit. Yeah, definitely. Yes, I am a dragon bunny. That is definitely a creature that exists in the real world. Yes. Like, all right, Christian, sit down. Like, come on. Like, well, you mean you're not actually a real dragon bunny that delivers FedEx by day and dreams by night? Yeah. No. No, I'm not. That's crazy. I came here for the cozy, but my world has been flipped upside down. Oh, somebody had to tell you. Somebody has to tell you, okay? Your Oshi is quite literally just a girl. Okay? Sorry to break it to you. Yes, quite literally just a girl. Jesus. Like, it's totally fine. I'm not bashing people for not being interested in that content, but the reason is ludicrous. It makes no sense. Just say you're not interested in it. Instead of pitching a whole fit, exactly. There's no reason. Like, I never understood that. I never understood that. Because no VTuber is completely in character 1,000% of the time, but they still, like, come on. Come on. On some level, they have to be aware of that as well. You can't tell me that they're not. I went back to my chair to participate in the conversation. Yeah, it tickle your ears. Cannot discern me. Oh, hello, radio. Not discern reality from fiction. I used to know someone who believed Keys not AI was actually an AI. Yeah, that's crazy. Hello, hi. Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is just people wanting to complain for the sake of complaining. You know, like, oh, complaining is so much fun. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Let me complain about this thing that's completely not a problem at all. It's my God-given right. Some people complain. Oh, we're not complaining. We're talking about how, like, I was talking about how people, yes, and complaining about complainers. I'm talking about how people dislike immersion breaks, in the form of, like, hand cams, or body cams, or face reveals, but technically, technically, your immersion is always broken. The example I use, like, if you're watching a VTuber and her lore is that she's a mermaid princess that lives underwater, and then she goes on stream and talks about how she drove to the grocery store and ran a bunch of errands that day, and talks to you about the funny stuff that happened to her uh, as she went about her errands. Is that not an immersion break? Because she's clearly talking like she's not a mermaid. But a hand cam, God forbid. That's what I don't understand. Like, yeah, you don't have to dislike. I'm not saying that everybody has to like that kind of content, but, like, if it doesn't interest you, that's fine. But, like, come on. Like, I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I also said that your waifu is also not real, and she is in fact a drawing that is made by animators and voiced by a Japanese woman in her 30s. I don't know what to tell you. She's not real. And your Oshi is quite literally just a girl. I speak the truth. The truth isn't always nice to hear, but sometimes you gotta say it, you know. You're not sure? You're not sure that I speak the truth, or you're not sure that the waifu is not real, or that I'm just a girl. My waifu, if your waifu is not real, and if she was real, she would likely be some version of ruin your life crazy. So I don't know what you want there. It's probably best that she just stays a drawing. Think there's something else about that bunny? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna break your immersion even worse. Okay. You know how I was doing glass tapping just now? That wasn't glass. It was ceramic. It was a ceramic mug. It was not glass. Yeah, I have a confession to make. Yeah. Writing to Twitch to complain about fright. Expected a really deep male voice, yeah. No, my voice acting skills aren't very on par. You're expecting suddenly a deep, mature voice, like. Hang on. Let me try. I'll give it a try. can't be like, uh, I actually sound like this. Next you're gonna say you don't use ear cleaners. I do. I use. Okay, well technically, I guess I don't use ear cleaners because you're not supposed to use Q-tips to clean your ears. So, make of that what you will. If Teddy was there, you put him to the mic without you knowing. I had a very funny idea for an April Fool's type video. It would be like, probably. I mean, if is it raining outside right now? No. You're listening to rain sounds in a dark room. No ads. Relaxing ambiance for deep sleep focus and meditation on YouTube. Yeah, it's not really raining outside. This is not authentic rain that you're hearing. Oh wait, it is raining outside actually. You can't hear it though. My mic isn't gonna pick that up from here. There's also like a little bit of like thunder. It's not thundering outside, for real. So think the moon is real. Turns projector off. Never was. Yeah, yeah. But I had an idea for an April Fool's video. Cause you know you know how like VTuber face reveal is like a huge clickbait thing. So the idea would be, I'd be like, I'd start off with my model, and I'd be like, it's time to. I think I want to do a face reveal, and then I turn it off, and then it cut to a video, and it's my brother, and then my brother and then like my brother like starts lip syncing to me talking, and then he's like, oh wait, let me turn the voice changer off. And he just talks in his regular voice, and it's just him talking. He's like, yeah, thanks for thanks for all the support. You guys are really awesome for that. Yeah. The amount of people who would genuinely think it's real is very funny to me. Especially because I am small, thin woman, and my brother is tall, muscular man. He's like 6'3". He's 6'3", very muscular, has a beard. Uh, you know, a lot of people always assume voice changer, but like 9 times out of 10, even if it is like a guy pretending to be a woman, a lot of times he's just a really good voice actor. Like he's just he's able to manipulate his voice to sound more feminine. That sounds a lot more natural than a, what's it called? A voice changer. Cause like, especially like the cheaper ones, they can sound a bit robotic, and you can kind of like hear that it sounds a bit off. But if it's like, a lot of the times it's just the person voice acting. Practice it and earn a living as a VA. Yeah. I think it would be a very funny April Fool's video, and the amount of VTuber haters I'd probably like years could pass after that video, and people would be like, you know, that's a man, right? You know that's a man, right? She posted the video. She said she was a man. It's like, she fucking. Yeah, she's definitely a man. How are you feeling, Teddy? You want those people out anyway, yeah. Terrible still? I'm sorry. Yeah. I think we should just avoid McDonald's. It's too expensive for the quality anyway. That's what I really dislike about McDonald's. You gonna have your coworker cover for you today? There are some who think Fallen Shadow is unironically a man because he cracked the joke a few times. Yeah, she just put on the man, just did like a man voice, and they're like, oh my gosh, she's a man. Good night, radio. Sleep well. Sucks that you lose money. It is what it is. I mean, it's nobody wants to be seen to by a sick person, so it's probably best that you stay home anyway. You're not really in a yes. Yeah. Yeah. But that is Coello's take on immersion and the like. I think people are silly. It's mostly just people being silly. People are very silly. How about they immerse themselves in some yeah. That's a good suggestion. I don't think they'll take it though. No, probably. They probably won't know. Bet some of them don't even know what color grass is. You could argue that, yes. I'll go to the doctor if my dad thinks I should, but I bet it's just food poisoning. It might be a stomach flu. You know. Could also be a stomach bug. Yeah, I do think Teddy gets sick kinda often. I don't know. Maybe if you, were more fit, you wouldn't get sick as often. Very bad ones from Wendy's, yeah. What are you gonna do if you can't get better by Friday? I mean, I guess I would have to sleep at the airport if you can't go get me. Although that would definitely lose you some points with my parents, though. They would not be happy to hear that. They'd be like, cause they would call me. And they'd be like, why hasn't he come pick you up? And I was like, oh no, oh he's sick. And they'd be like, oh my god. Big benefit to working out and eating well. I hardly ever get sick. Yeah. I keep telling Teddy that he should eat better, take better care of himself. Whether or not he's interested in that is another story entirely. Yeah, I want it to be, but when I do, it's usually really rough. So I pound Buckley's chicken noodle soup and water until it goes away. Yeah, I don't really. When I get sick, it's not. It's like. There you go. I like this. I like this lighting better. It's a little darker, more mysterious, more cozy. Maybe I don't know. So yeah. When I get sick, it's usually like a slow like descent. Like it starts off mild and it gets worse and worse and worse and it gets really bad, and then I get better. It's not just like sick right away. One time in 2019, whole family got sick. I really remember I was trying to fill my water bottle, spilling a literal drop on my hand, and then shivering under like 12 blankets for an hour trying to get warm again. Your dad tells you you get sick a lot. It happens pretty often, yeah. Just you take it easy. So there's a lot of things that I do think you need. I think you need a better sleep schedule for one. I think you need better sleep schedule. You need to eat better, and you need to exercise more. I feel like if you did those things, you wouldn't get sick as often. Really, yeah, I think so. That's not good. Also, I feel like you should get used to being up at less odd hours, because a lot of jobs require you to be awake at not odd hours. So I think it's better to stay to I think it's better to do that. Then again, the reason that you do stay up late is kind of because of me. Does that mean I should start going to bed earlier, or will you just go to bed when I go to bed? If I go to bed at like 12, yeah. Wouldn't this mean he has more free time? Maybe. I don't know. Teddy is very clingy. Teddy is very clingy. That's why he's in the chat right now. He's so lonely without me. Yeah, so lonely. That's why. So if I go to bed, he's just gonna be. That's not true. That is not true. Your title is your head mod only in name. It's just a fancy. It's just a fancy badge. Prints out ChatGPT contracts in here. That's crazy. I don't remember writing any sort of contract. Where's my brush? Oh, it's not like an actual brush, it's a paintbrush. Yeah. I feel like I also... There you go. I feel like I also need to fix my sleeping schedule. I stay up too late, but that's mostly because I drink too much caffeine during the day and then I can't sleep and then I end up staying up late. Later than I should. And because I drink caffeine, because I drink so much caffeine, I'm too... lazy. I don't sleep very well. I don't sleep very well. Which means I'm tired during the day, so then I drink caffeine. So I don't sleep well at night. It's not... Yeah, I think I need to, like, drink decaf. Because the reason that I drink coffee isn't so much for the caffeine, I just like the taste of coffee. So then, if that's the case, then decaf is fine, right? 2 cans of energy drink 12 hours ago. Yeah, caffeine stays in your system for a very long time. That's what caffeine doesn't do much for me. I still try to cut myself off on caffeine after like 7 to 8 p.m. That's what I need to do. Like, if it's the morning, maybe that will incentivize me to get up earlier, because, like, if I get up early, then I can have as much coffee as I want. It's gonna burn through my system throughout the day. Think you're getting sick of ice water soup? I'm sorry, Ghosty. 12 cans a day for 10 years. Caffeine doesn't affect me that much anymore. Nero, who was just here a second ago. Not a second ago, she was here like an hour ago. She definitely has a caffeine addiction. Although I have a caffeine addiction too, so I can't say anything. Like, she'll like have, I had like a bunch of coffee today, and then like a bunch of cans of Monster, a bunch of Celsius, and it's like, girly, that's too much. How sleepy are you? Yours isn't nearly as bad. She drinks Monster for the love of the game, just not for the energy. I drink coffee because I like the taste of coffee too. And like Monster has... Yeah, I used to not really much like coffee. When I was much younger, I did not enjoy it. I didn't like it. I guess like my taste buds just matured as I got older. I think that's that's what happened. I don't, cause like I drink tea without sugar either. I very rarely ever put sugar in my tea, or milk for that matter, because I feel like it ruins the. I like to taste the tea actually, and I feel like putting milk and sugar ruins it. Unless like sometimes you want like something like a rich, creamy uh, type of drink, like a tea latte, but like most of the time I just want tea. Um, I'll put I'll put milk in my coffee, but I won't put sugar in it. I don't need sugar. Um, like I don't drink like straight black coffee. I do put milk in it, but if it's very good quality coffee, um, I don't think you need to put anything in it. It tastes good. Um, yeah, which some people might think that I'm weird for that or gross for that, as Teddy said. But like, if you, if it's good, if it's the instant stuff, then it's probably gonna taste bad. But if it's like actually like nice coffee, it'll taste good. You used to drink $200 of Monster a month, 2010, when our dollar was more than half of Multi Beach. Yeah. Green Monsters taste different then. No idea what they did to the recipe. Does it taste bad now? Do you believe that when you help others, it'll come back in some way or another? Do I believe that? I don't think so. I think, I don't know, you know what they say, a good deed is its own reward. You know, but I don't know, maybe if you do enough nice things, if there is some sort of karma caste system, maybe doing enough nice things kind of balances things out and you get some nice things coming back to you. But I think it's just fine to just do something nice for the sake of it, you know? It feels good to be nice, you know? Sugary battery acid. It's kind of like Red Bull. Base take, do good, it's its own reward. Yeah, it feels nice to be nice. You know, knowing that you made someone's day, it's like, I don't know, when you say something nice to someone and then they go to you later and say, like, thank you for saying that to me, that made me happy. Like, what else do I need? You know? Yeah, I think there's a lot of really, really terrible people in the world who go around doing and saying really, really terrible things. So, I think it's good to try your best to put more nice things into the world. Whenever you can, just do something nice, because that means that there's one more nice thing in the world. Even if it's not a lot, at least that's one more nice thing. That's how I like to think about it.
Yes, hi, hello.
Well, Lindsay, thanks for becoming a back rabbit. Even minor said sometimes too. A few weeks ago, I was at a record store, told this dude I liked his shirt, his face lit up like a little kid at Christmas time. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. I like making people happy. There's not enough kindness left in the world. I feel like that too. You know? That's why I try to be nice whenever I can. Unfortunately, Coello is not a nice girl. She's very mean. Coello's a very mean girl. Very mean and scary, yes. Her. Yes, I would know that there's not kindness in this world, and I'm one of the reasons for it. You better watch out. I'm kidding. Yeah. That's why it's good to be. I mean, I don't like the word nice. I've gone on entire like crash outs about over the word nice. I don't like I don't like that word because I feel like like when people say like I like this person because they're nice, I don't like it. Or when people say that you should be nice, I don't like that because nice um nice no, I was looking at something, sorry. Because nice is like when it's a it's a facade. It's what people say to make people like them. It's not genuine. Um, being a kind person, being kindness is character. Nice is just the wrapping paper. It's not real. That's how I see it. And that's why I hate the word nice. And that's why I make a point to be kind. Don't be a nice person, be a kind person. Whenever whenever we go out, don't say a word to anyone except me. Where's the mean girl? Where's the mean girl persona then? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't say anything to anybody because I'm very scary. Why would I say things if I'm so scary? When I play more things, I try to always post messages at the beginning of a mission to the fact that, hey, hope you guys are having a good day. If not, I hope it gets better. Just to try to put the positivity out there. Yeah. There's a... I was playing Overwatch earlier today. Yes, I know. You may throw tomatoes at me now. I was playing Overwatch today. I don't even remember if I won any matches, to be honest. But I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but there was somebody that came in, and he was a little bit toxic, not gonna lie. How he said like, "Oh my gosh, you guys suck. Oh my gosh, you guys bots." And then he was like, "Thanks to for the heals, Juno for the heals, though." I am always happy to know that the frustration was not directed at me. I was doing my best. Thanks to for the heals, though. Thanks for that. Mm. I like to heal. I healing is a little bit stressful. Not gonna lie. Trying to keep everybody alive at the same time. Yes, there's another support, but like if the other support is not doing their job well, you're basically just healing everybody by yourself. Ideally, the two supports are working together to keep each other alive, and because they're keeping each other alive, they then can keep the whole team alive. that's the goal. That's what you want. Unfortunately, you're not always gonna get what you want now will you? I go from, yes, I love being the benevolent healer to help my team, to so help me God, if you don't stop running off the enemy team and try to solo them, I'm gonna throw you at them myself. Sometimes, yeah, I sit there and I think, wow, this person is pushing all by themselves. That brazen overconfidence is amazing. You really thought that? You really think I can out-heal the tank while the tank is smacking you around? You really think I can do that? I can only... No, he's gonna kill us both. He's going to kill us both, but that's okay. So funny. In Final Fantasy XIV, it's like, bro, the boss literally paints the ground orange where it's supposed to attack. What the fuck do you mean? He's gonna take up state there. I can tank it. I can tank the hit. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know if I'll stream Overwatch. I don't know. I'm not very good at the game. I don't. But then again, nobody comes to my streams for good gameplay. But still, I don't wanna. I'm a bit shy to stream. I guess it would be fun to play with everybody though. I don't really care about that. I mean, if you play with people, I mean, I don't touch comp, but you know, something but people are still a bit competitive in quick play. Always do 100%. Always do a good game, no skill required, lots of RNG and raise amongst friends, yeah. I feel like, I think I've kind of understood why, like, games like, Marvel Rivals, games like League, games like, Overwatch attract really sweaty people, even in unranked matches. So my working theory is, when you play a game by yourself, okay, let's say you're playing Elden Ring, even if you die, you see, the goal of any of like Elden Ring is to finish the game, right? You know, to beat the final boss, right? Or do whatever, or maybe beat a couple other bosses that you might want to beat, but to like, the goal is to beat the final boss, right? That is how you win. That is your win condition, is beating the boss. Should you die on your way to doing that, it's not necessarily game over, because you can just restart again from where you died and try again. So dying in like a game like Elden Ring, it's not necessarily, that's not you losing. It's more like a hurdle that you need to overcome to get to your goal. Okay. In a game like Overwatch, each match is self-contained. Each match, there can only be one outcome. if you lose that match, there's no do-over. You either win or no, or you don't. That attracts people who like to win. People who like to win regardless of the stakes, regardless of the context. I like to win because winning feels good and I want to win. And that can cause some unchecked anger problems to manifest, depending on the person. That's my working theory anyway. That's how as to why people, uh, you know, tend to play those games, even in quick play, as if like somebody's gonna shoot all of their loved ones in the face if they don't win. It's a quick play match. It's fine. Calm down. Or no, or don't, I guess. I'm just playing to blow off some steam. I guess blowing off steam too. I think some people probably have some anger issues, and they play Overwatch to kind of to get that out. I guess it's better to scream at strangers since there's no consequence to doing that. If if they scream at that people in their lives, there will be repercussions to that. So they're like, yeah, let me not do that. These are destruction physics, yeah. You know what I always say? Play Stardew Valley and be happy. Or spend 479 minutes of your life playing NFS because that's self-restraint. Yeah. Play some Stardew Valley. Play some cozy game. Relax. Or I don't know. Maybe they just maybe they don't want to relax. Maybe they don't want to relax. That's also a possibility. Did the math and conversions yesterday and I wound up playing 12 hours of No Man's Sky. I think it was on Game Pass that me and Teddy got it. I really did like it though. There's also like another like cozy space-esque farming sim I really liked. Sun's Tales of the Third, yeah. I think we did a couple No Man's Sky streams here and there. It's a fun game. Yeah. Then maybe almost fall asleep. Well, that's kind of the point of this stream. recently to unlock the new autoface customization options. Now that I've done that, I don't know what to do with myself. I decided to just build a museum since you can get fossils and display them. Well, kind of like Animal Crossing. Or Stardew. There's another, let me see if I can find it. Cozy farming space game. Lightyear Frontier, that's it. It's like Stardew Valley, but in space. We also played that on game Game Pass. Farming to space engineers? That's interesting. Yeah, I think I have a bit of a farming sim addiction. I think it definitely started with the Harvestman. It is like that too, so as STV and Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher? Yeah. Yeah, Harvest Moon is the... Pretty sure it was like the first game I really played by myself. Recently beat the second Slime Ranchers telling me about the ending was weird. Yeah? I have the first Slime Rancher. I think I need to sit down and play it. I need to get into the habit of playing games off stream and just reminding myself that I can play games by myself, or not like by myself, or like for myself. That's why I recently bought a visual novel, and I was like, I'm not streaming this. This is a fine visual novel to stream, but I'm not going to stream it. I'm just gonna read it by myself. For myself. I think that's definitely something I need to do. Might enjoy RimWorld. I've heard about that. I've seen it. I kind of want to give it a try. It looks fun. visiting Teddy, I think I'll do a lot of ASMR streams and a lot of yapping while playing cozy games streams. I think that's what we'll do. Make a colony. It's less of like you control this dude and do X objective for Y reasons. More like the story of this colony is unfolding as for you as the end play scene narrator you choose is telling. That sounds fun. I like that. It's lit. So I think I'll probably post like a lot of videos while I'm there too. I don't know. You can see how far we get in Fields of Mystria. There's also another game I kind of want to stream for you guys. Mostly because it seems like a perfect yapping game. Like, perfect yapping game. And, it's called Easy Delivery Co. And there's like a interesting overarching story, but really you just go around from place to place driving, making little deliveries. It's cute. I like it. I'll probably play it after stream tonight. You can do some really fucked up stuff in it, commit actual war crimes, or you can just make a colony of farmers and ranchers and trade their produce with their neighbors for what they need and want. Well, if I can commit a war crime or two, I kind of want to try it. Recently, I did a little oopsie. There's this prisoner of war who developed a plague, so I had my colonists shove him in a drop pod and flog him at a neighborhood tribe of cannibals to give them the plague germ. Well, that's just ingenuity. It's very innovative. I guess let's do heartbeats. If I do heartbeats, I'm gonna have to mute my mic for a second. The only thing I don't like about RimWorld is that I literally not once has gone on sale for at most 30% off. Yeah. Yeah, games are expensive. careful not to drop you.
Yeah, so these are all worth it though, and unique and interesting things like one DLC adds genetic engineering or children to the game, one adds level psychic powers, cosmic horrors behind human comprehension, a newest one lets you build a spaceship that serves you as a part of the moving base for your colonists to look around in. Seems interesting. I'll have to give it a look-see. More requests for support, very active modding community. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, potential. I see it. That's what that was. Oh my gosh. You can also make everybody cute anime girls if you want to. Is that a mod? I feel like I'm obligated to download the anime girl mod. Say no more. I love cute anime girls. Also, yeah, I just realized we're almost at 1,000 followers. I didn't notice that. I haven't really been paying much attention to that, but yeah, we're almost at 1,000. That's crazy. I'll do a karaoke stream for 1,000 followers. No, 1,500. I need to prepare. You practice a little bit. A little karaoke stream. Maybe no archive. Maybe no archive. But like, if you want to clip something, you can clip it, but like, no archive. I'm not archiving it. I like how modding is always very interesting. There's a mod for Honkai Star Rail that makes all of the female characters have, like, not wear shoes. There are a couple characters that don't wear shoes as part of their outfit or whatever, but like, you can make it. There's a mod that you can have all the female characters be bare feet. Yeah, I suppose the feet gooners. I suppose the feet gooners don't really get a lot of I mean, like, people will throw them a bone once in a while, but like, I guess they won't. Sometimes it's not enough, and they're like, ah, oh, fine, I'll do it myself. Fine. No, mind them. I don't mind them either, as long as they're not bothering anyone. What's the problem? You know. I kinda wanna, after the heartbeat, I kinda wanna do like, Ringworld's funny as hell though, because the mods vary from like, here's stuff from X franchise, the gameplay feature that's hard to live without once you get used to it, to everybody's cute anime girls now, to anime cosmic horror with big old bitties. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh yeah. There's like a new sucker. Oh, it's been out. Well, you guys know about that visual novel, Sucker for Love? Where you can date. Yeah, where you can date Cthulhu. It's like Eldritch gods as anime girlies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think there's like a sequel to it. I kind of want to stream that. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, she's very she's she's very cute. Like Gooner, you know, like tee hee haha tentacle, what does tentacle do aside, Gooner shit aside, they legitimately made her very cute. Like, not just in the design, like her personality is very cute. You know, and you're just like, oh, now I kind of want to date Cthulhu. Insanity when you got a cutie pie Eldritch forward GF who loves him with the inventory. Exactly. Sanity's overrated. Who needs that? Think about it, what has sanity ever gotten you? Think about it. But, not a lot. Sanity. Hmm. Who needs it? Y'all, someone's gotta take one for the team. Big Cthulhu to their friend. Cthulhu from the join the world. I'll take one for the team. Don't worry, I got this. That doesn't really sound like a sacrifice, now does it? Need to hope. You guys some happies? Yeah, I can. How long is my phone internet yet? I mean, we can just switch. I mean, if it's a trigger that I suggest, like I can switch it, right? 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself again.
that stethoscope. I might order it. Oh wait, if I won't. I'll be if I order the stethoscope, I won't be here. I'll be able to use it while I'm okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Dumbass, I meant tap dancing. Tap dancing. Hang on. What if I? Can you hear that? Tap dancing. Yeah. Damn. Hiroshi can do anything, huh? Hello, Shy Knight. Hi. Hello, Laughing Stock. Hi. Welcome. My day has been very nice. Yeah, it's actually ceramic though. Immersion ruin, the glass tapping is actually ceramic. How dare, etc., whine, complain, yes. Crime, womp womp, cry me a river. Womp womp, cry me a river. Should that be my response to anybody who like genuinely complains about immersion break? So I just go womp womp, cry me a river. My origin is broken. Womp womp. Yeah, we are getting closer to Halloween. It's really awesome. I think that's the appropriate response to when people are like weird or annoying. Womp womp. Something I want when I have like my model rigged. I want. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'm gonna say like make sure like my face can be really smug. Make sure like my eyes and everything I can go like you know, I wanna be smug. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that'll be fun. I think what I what I really want. Kurumada suggested that Ichi said it's one of her favorite things, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. I want an expressive face. Like even if they put less time in like the clothes rigging, I want the face to be really expressive, and I want it to move very cute. I want like the model to move very cutely. I don't want it to be too bouncy. Yeah, that, yeah, that's what I want. You say you have really good comedic timing with the reactions, yeah. I try. I try. You have to, you know. These people say like using a VTuber model is it's kind of like using a puppet. Nicolina. Oh, I've seen her around. I think I follow her. I think I've watched her streams from time to time. She's very fun. I like her energy. Yeah, moves amazing, but not all bouncy. Yeah, that's what I like. I feel like when if it's too whoopsies. I didn't mean to bump my. No, actually, I did that on purpose. I wanted to disturb you. I wanted to make sure you got like really nice and cozy, and then I wanted to make a really random loud noise to bug you. Womp womp. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. I'm just clumsy. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just clumsy. A likely story. I'm kidding. It's true. I think it's funny how like Arlie's like, this stream is helping me relax. That was not intentional. I swear. I swear. Scout's honor. I was never a scout. Scout's honor. Well, this is helping you relax. Let me fix that real quick. No. No. Yeah. Yeah, when a rig is like too bouncy, it makes me like distracted. It's kind of like I don't know what to look at, you know, because like everything is moving so much and it's distracting. So I want like I like the way this model moves. It's very smooth, very nice, very like very nice. I like the way this moves. Something like this. Except I want my face to be as expressive as you can get it, without toggles. That's what I think I want. But not not too much, because like I can get kind of uncanny valley, you know. Spiritual Arcanaut. Hi, welcome. Feel that? It's just like that owner gift where his brain is just a toy chimpanzee banging the symbols together when a model is super bouncy. Yeah, it's a lot of moving. My small brain can't handle it. Uncanny Coello dog. I Yeah, but people do say that a VTuber model is like it's kind of like a puppet, you know. Yeah, and sometimes if you're like really paying attention to a game, you're not moving around as much. I do try to still move around when I play a game, usually when I'm talking during it, to, you know, move around, use big expressions, you know, all that stuff to keep it engaging, you know. It's pretty fun. Although it you do look a bit silly when using a VTuber model, because you kind of have to overdo it. Like you can't just like smile. You gotta like smile, you know. If you really want to get like and like move around a lot to really get that effect. So you look a bit silly, but that's kind of like that's kind of just how like motion capture is. Like a lot of motion capture artists, like people, the way they move, like normal people don't move like that. They're 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 doing it for a character. Like normal people aren't that expressive when they, you know, uh, like if you're opening an umbrella, you're not gonna. There's it's just like you're just doing like simple. You're not like putting your whole body into it and moving all elegantly to open the umbrella. Like nobody does that. And this anime character, this game character in particular, might do that. So they need the motion capture person to act like that, which I think is pretty cool. Anime models, you gotta lean into the over the top bit, I suppose. Yeah, it's like same with like voice acting. Like people, like the way they talk is like when you see like a voice actor in the recording booth, they're not just like sitting there
Yes, hi,
talking. They
hello.
put their whole like body into it when they're acting, uh, and that so they can like really get into what they're doing. Also, Carmen, thanks for becoming a pack rabbit. I'm gonna hydrate. I need some water. Alright. You look at anime character, nobody just reacts like they do. People don't just close their eyes and smile. Like this. No, people aren't really doing that. That's kind of cringe. But it works because it's an anime. That's why there's like a how do I describe it? Like a trend on if you don't have TikTok, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna have to explain this to you. It's basically where people like move as if they're in an anime, like as if they're being animated, and it looks really and making like really exaggerated faces. And it looks really weird, and the reason why it doesn't look weird in a cartoon or an anime or in a game is because it's not real. That that idea is kind of lost on TikTokers though. Oh well, they're having fun. It's okay to be a little cringe. It's even funnier when they're walking and doing it. No wonder y'all get isekai'd all the time, walking around with your eyes closed on sidewalks. Well, I feel like the truck driver is partially to blame too. Where did he get his license? A cereal box? You know? Prince in the Fog. Not even sure they're truck drivers, just sentient trucks that thirst for the blood of anime girls. Maybe. There's no road safety at all. It's a gruesome world out there. Yeah. feel? Yeah, I think I'm pretty excited for the future, all things considered. All things considered. Excited to make more content. I wanna make more content, more ASMR content. I feel like where's the timer? There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I did say I said this like earlier, but definitely gonna try to get a video out. Sometime this month. Yeah, not yeah, this one. On Friday. There you go. There you go. My stuff got turned around. I think after this I'll probably yap a little more. Or after this. Unless anyone has any other triggers they would like, I might head off after this. I am streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming, what's it called? I'm gonna stream more paranormal site. Hopefully we can finish. Okay. Yeah, we're doing the cupping. Alright. Okay, I'll add the cleaning and the cupping to the queue real quick. I feel like 10k points. Well, you can get points back just by actually we'll just like, since it's like the same properties, I'll do that for 10 minutes. You give me 5 minutes on each ear. And then we'll do this for also 10 minutes. I'm gonna head to bed early, have to handle bills in the morning, not looking forward to. Have a good stream. Sleep well, Ghosty. Hope you're not too stressed having to deal with that stuff. Take care. Take care of yourself, okay? Really be like, oh, payday, and it's gone to the power. Yeah, I really do be like that, huh? Yeah. Living costs money. Like, take care. Yeah, like getting getting uh getting married costs money, and not even just the. I'm not talking about the ceremony. I'm talking about to file the paperwork to get married. It costs money. Like, not even, because we were looking into it, and it's like you go to the, they say courthouse, but like not really a courthouse, just like the government services place in your area, and you ask, and you and your spouse go over, you and your soon-to-be spouse go over, and you say, we would like to get married, please. And they're like, and then they'll be like, okay, ID. All right, here's the registration form. That'll be $75. For what? And then to have your marriage like ordained by the priest is gonna be like another $100. $75 for you to tell me I'm married and basically put it in paper. Yep. And then it needs to be like a priest needs to like officially like say that you're married. And if you don't have someone, I mean, my family knows a pastor who is like, he can do it. He's like married people before. If we asked him, he would, you know, I've known him since like I was a very small child, so he'll do it for free, so saves us $100. Yeah, he'd be like, oh my gosh, Coello's getting married, yay! Oh my gosh, I'd love to. Cousins were ordained, reverend, so I'm gonna hoping you might do me a solid. But I'm gonna give him something for it at least. Yeah. Well. And it's like, yeah, it costs it's like $100. $100 to pay the guy to just say that you're married now? $100 for a guy to just say like, yep, you're married. It's official. It's like one of those cousins, but we grew up together, like brother situation. Yeah, he'd probably, in that case, he'd probably be happy to do it. Yeah. I think it's crazy. It's crazy that it costs money to get married, and then like, I don't know, does it cost money to file it as well? Okay. Alright, no, it got, okay, no. So the fee, the $75 fee is for the marriage license. Wait, no, the marriage license is, oh my god. It's not $75, it's $100. Marriage license, $100 is the main fee you pay the government to obtain the license that gives you permission to get married. The license is non-refundable and expires after 3 months. After the ceremony, the person who officiated will send the signed license registration to the Vital Statistics Agency. The fee for this process is included in the cost of your marriage license, okay? And if you want if you want more copies of your marriage license, they'll charge you $27. May I have a copy of my marriage license with my name on it? Yeah, sure. That'll be $27. It's literally mine though. Yeah, that'll be, yeah. All you have to do is run the photocopier and give me a copy of the $27. $27 for me to turn on the photocopy machine. Come on. Basic loves their pointless red tape and fines, yeah. Yeah, marriage license. Yeah. What? So, yes. Okay. He's like, yeah, I want to get married. Okay, you'll need a license for that. That'll be $100. But you can do it within a day. We're probably gonna get married here in Canada, where we're just gonna sign. We're not gonna do a ceremony. We're just gonna sign the papers. We're just gonna sign the papers. Once I move to America, we'll do like a proper ceremony. So I guess we'll be like double married. I guess that'll be pretty cool. Extra married. You got a license for that marriage? You don't have a license to drive. You need a license to call somebody your wife. No. I guess you can just call someone your wife, but I guess you can call someone your wife. But if you want it to be officially recognized from the government, you have to pay them money. This is insane to me. I don't think I'm gonna do a whole ceremony unless I send them in the lottery or something. That's fair. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's a little life hack I learned. When you ask for stuff, when you you're setting things up, when you say it's for a wedding, they just charge you more because they know that people who are doing weddings are willing to pay more. So if you say, if you're buying a cake, just say I'm buying a cake. I'm just buying a 3-layer cake. Don't say it's for a wedding. I'm just buying flowers for a party. Don't say it's for a wedding. They don't have to know. Good night, laughing sock. They don't have to know. Fine enough, they won't question it. They'll just look at me asking for a 3-layer cake and see how big back. He's gonna eat himself the moment he gets eat it himself the moment he's gonna get Look at this guy. Yeah, look at this guy ordering a 3-layer cake. That's for himself. He's not having a party. That's all for him. All right, sir. We'll make your cake. What about the cake? You can probably buy some really cute custom cake toppers from Etsy or something. From a sweet little old lady who likes to make ceramics, and she'll make you some cute custom cake toppers for $50. It'll be nice, and you can keep it forever instead of the baker charging you an extra $100 to slap a bride and groom on the top of the cake. A friend of mine, for their cake, literally just used Funko Pops of Fiona and Fred for the cake topper. That's pretty cute. I'd love to have like acrylic stands made. I think that'd be really cute, and we could keep those. I think that'd be really cute. Yeah, I think that's cuter than just like the generic bride and groom. Oh, it's in 10 minutes. Alright. Yeah. It's not. It'll be a vacation, but like not really a vacation. I mean, I don't really need a vacation from content creation. But I will enjoy like a nice change of pace. Just like a nice little change of pace. Thank you for the lyric, sleep well. And it feels like mindless consumerism is how marriage are handled now. Like what they did with Christmas and Valentine's. You don't really love them unless you're really into obscene around debt for one single event. I think a nice, small, cute wedding is the way to go. Like Teddy's best friend's wedding. I'm sure obviously all of that costs money, but there's no way they went into debt for that event. It was nice, it was cute, it was sweet. You know, that's what I want. Just have like a bunch of your friends together. Maybe go somewhere nice, but it doesn't have to. You don't need doves. You don't need to. You don't need doves. You know. Hello, Vortex. Hi. Or anything fancy like that. I guess like a good investment would be photos. If you don't know somebody who can take good pictures, or who can edit pictures, then I think it's probably worth it to hire a photographer. But like any of those extra things, I don't think so. There was a cast on their wedding roller coasters went the whole 40K. I mean, if you have the money, go ahead. If not, then maybe you shouldn't. Maybe that's not what you should be doing. How's my night going? My night's going pretty well. It's been a nice, cozy, relaxing night. Such always like they intended and did have a few kids. That 40k could have gone towards diaper, baby, food. Extras have made things so much easier for them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want a nice wedding dress, but I don't want to spend like an exorbitant amount of money on a wedding dress. I do really want to take my little sister with me. When we go dress shopping. She has a very good eye for fashion and what looks good. And she's very honest. So if like I wear something, she's like, that looks ugly. She will just straight up say that it looks ugly. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that she's just straightforward and doesn't beat around the bush. Well, I definitely want her to go. Shout out to little sisters, yeah. Okay, my little sister does this thing, and Teddy says that it's messed up. I don't think so. So she told me a while back that if she's introduced to like a new person, and that person is a guy, and you know they're talking and they're vibing, at some point in the conversation she'll go, yeah, I can't even do a single push-up. Push-ups are so hard. And if he says like, oh yeah, I can do push-ups, she's like, oh, can you do a push-up? How many can you do? He's like, oh, I can do this many. She's like, oh, can you show me? And she says if he does that, and if he gets on the floor and starts doing push-ups, she's like, yeah. And that's how I know that he's stupid. If I can trick him to doing push-ups, that's how I know that he's stupid. And Teddy's like, that's so messed up. But like, they took the bait, didn't they? They took the bait, didn't they? I don't think she means any harm by it. I think she just does it to see if she can do it. She's kind of like that. Yeah, she's been on stream a couple of times. She's very fun. I want to have her on stream again at some point. The thing about her, anytime we do a stream, we can't do a gaming stream unless it's a game where like it's completely like it's like a game that I can talk and play it at the same time. Does feel a little mean-spirited? Yeah, I guess. I don't think he means anything by it though. I do think it is weird that she wants to gauge whether or not a guy is dumb or not. That's a bit odd. I don't know why she wants to do that, but so I guess if they don't take the bait, she knows that he's smart. I don't know. I don't know her thought process behind that, but if we do do a stream together, it definitely needs to be a strange metric for intelligence. It sure does. And I trick you into doing something. Cause he's like, and I asked her like, why do you do this? He's like, well, like, obviously, why would he put his hands on the dirty floor to impress a girl if he wasn't dumb? Yeah. I feel like if we have her on stream again, I actually have the perfect game that we can play on stream while we chat. I definitely want to pick her brain about that. I definitely wanna pick her brain about that because that is the philosophy of that is very interesting. Alright. I think I'm gonna head out for the night. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm trying a different stream time at like 5 p.m. PST. I'll probably stream for a bit. I'll probably stream like from 5 to 11. 5 to 10. Something like that. So I will see you guys. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Take care. I hope you all slept well. Everyone who's fallen asleep, I hope you sleep well. Sweet dreams. And I will see you guys tomorrow.